Some news on the Guam International Raceway. Check it out. The Guam International Raceway is back on the chopping block as the military is looking at taking the property away from island residents and turning it into a firing range.
In and around and talking to them, it's still very much on the table. They really want to, they would really like to have the area. So we decided to get together as a group and say, okay, there's enough options here for you to stay on your own property, have a good firing range, figure out everything you need to do, and it helps us be pro-military. We're very pro-build-up. We want to see it happen, but we want to see it happen in a win-win situation where our quality of life is not degraded because they take away a facility like the racetrack. And so what they asked us to do was to get signatures. Find out how many people would like to actually say, have your cantonment at NCS, have your firing range at Northwest Field, have your quality of life at the racetrack. And that's what we're proposing with this.
If the racetrack is taken away, that would leave a lot of our racers with nowhere to go but to take their racing to the streets.
Since we've had the track, if you really follow the street racing scene, it has decreased because there's this venue. Now, what's scary is that over the years, the cars have gotten faster. Now, without that venue of a sanctioned racetrack, we leave no other avenue for them to do what they love to do, and that's going to be in the streets. And again, with faster cars out there in the streets and as much traffic as we have, it's going to become a more dangerous situation for the motorists on the highway. And the impact goes far. You know, we've discussed it. It's not just with a drag race, but Smoking Wheels is an annual event for us. Go out there. You see the families, the kids. You see the smiles on the kids because they get to see all this activity going on. Where are they going to go after that, right? And then lastly is the economic issues of all the small businesses that cater to the racing world. Doesn't matter, Smoking Wheels, the motorcycles, the drag racers, the off-roaders, all these small businesses that fuel our economy are going to lose money. Their business, yeah.
The effect from taking away the track would really hurt our kids along with several organizations that make good use of the facilities.
Well, it'll be negative. You know, you're going to have kids riding through the villages again. We still have that problem to this day, but it's not as bad. And it's going to get a lot worse. You're going to have people up in the hills, trail riding more people up on illegally riding on private property. So it's going to affect very negatively. It's also going to affect the families. The families that come out there they're not going to be too happy with the military if this is taken away. And we have a lot of teams out there, and those teams are actually families. Team Uggan, Team Cepeda, Team Camacho, Team Maglonia. That's a whole family, and it adds up to thousands of people that come out there and enjoy that facility almost every weekend. And they're not going to be too happy having something taken away and another chain link fence with signs that say, keep out. They don't want that. Not when the federal government has so many properties here on the island that they hold where they can use those alternative areas to build a place. Why have a whole generation of Chamorros, of Guamanians, hating the military because they had something taken away from them? It just doesn't make sense. And these kids see it. They're like, I thought this buildup was supposed to be good for us, Dad. They're going to take our racetrack away?
For more information, check out the Guam International Raceway Facebook page, dragguam.com, or guambuildupeis.us, and put your comments down.
There's different locations that we have these petition forms available. Right now we have them at Meddler's Auto in Anigua. We have them at all Napa auto parts stores. Cycles Plus, Cars Plus has them up there, Racer's Edge. And starting tomorrow we should have them at all Shell stations. So they're going to be out there. We're also going to be out there, all our volunteers of CAR, which is Community Advocates of the Raceway. We're going to be live at the Micronesia Mall Theater's lobby starting this Friday for the weekend, and we'll be at the GPO Saturday, Sunday, starting this weekend as well. The deadline to submit all this stuff, all the petitions, is for us. We're trying to collect them by the 7th. The deadline to submit them online is on the 10th. So we're really short on time, and we're asking everybody's support on this.